They were built to threaten the United States, the Yakovlev Yak-141, or Yak-41. The Yakovlev Yak-141, or Yak-41, was a Soviet supersonic vertical takeoff and landing (VTOL) fighter aircraft developed in the 1980s. It was designed to operate from small, non-fixed-wing aircraft carriers, and could take off and land vertically like a helicopter or hover in midair like a Harrier jump jet. The Yak-141 used a unique propulsion system known as the lift jet, which was mounted in the center of the aircraft and provided vertical lift during takeoff and landing. The lift jet was powered by a separate engine and could be tilted up to 95 degrees to direct the exhaust downwards, allowing the aircraft to take off and land vertically. Once the aircraft was airborne, a second engine, known as the main engine, provided forward thrust for level flight and supersonic speeds. The main engine was also used for hovering in midair, but at a much higher fuel consumption rate than the lift jet. To transition from vertical flight to level flight, the Yak-141 used a series of complex mechanical and electronic systems to tilt the lift jet and redirect the thrust from the main engine. The aircraft also had a system of flaps and nozzles that could be adjusted to control the direction of the airflow and maintain stability during the transition. Overall, the Yak-141 was a highly advanced and complex aircraft that never saw operational service due to the collapse of the Soviet Union and the resulting lack of funding. However, its design and technology influenced the development of other VTOL aircraft such as the F-35B Lightning II. To achieve vertical takeoff and landing, the Yak-141 utilized a system called the lift jet engine, which was located in the center of the aircraft and could be rotated downwards to provide vertical thrust. The lift jet engine was supplemented by two additional engines located on either side of the aircraft, which provided horizontal thrust during conventional flight. During takeoff, the lift jet engine would be pointed downward to provide vertical lift, while the two side engines provided forward momentum. Once the aircraft had gained enough altitude and speed, the lift jet engine would be gradually rotated back into a horizontal position, and the side engines would take over as the primary propulsion. During landing, the process was reversed. The lift jet engine would be rotated back to a vertical position, and the aircraft would descend vertically until it reached the ground. The Yak-141's ability to perform vertical takeoff and landing gave it significant tactical advantages, as it could operate from small, makeshift airfields close to the front lines of a conflict, and could take off and land quickly without the need for long runways or extensive ground infrastructure. However, the Yak-141 was never put into full production, and only a small number of prototypes were built. The aircraft's advanced technology and high cost were cited as reasons for its limited production, and it was ultimately superseded by other VTOL designs such as the Harrier and the F-35B.